Mopani worms, creamy polenta, harissa sauce. How does that sound to you?
It sounds like a feast. Sounds like a feast, and that's exactly what Kuhle is going to be making this morning. Keen to see how she obviously does with the Mopani worms, but of course she is standing by at the Neck and Deck restaurant, ready to bring it to life. Kuhle!
Well, if you're only joining us now, I don't know where you've been the entire morning. We are coming to you live at the new Neck and Deck restaurant out in the Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve in Krugersdorp. Krugersdorp in the cradle of humankind. It has been such a fantastic morning, Lihan. Let me tell you, we went to the African garden. We saw some beautiful birds there.
Ah, yes.
Right? So now we are bringing it back to the culinary space. We are serving up an African fusion of sorts straight to your living room. Mopani worms.
Yes, have you ever tried it?
I've tried them. I don't know how I feel about it.
Today is a good day to try Mopani worms.
So we're going to be making Mopani worms this morning.
Yes. So we, at the reserve, we with our new restaurant, we've tried to incorporate all the African flavors and real sort of delicacies. So the Mopani worms is one of them. And I tasted my first Mopani worm about a year ago.
Just a year ago?
When we did the menu development. So, and now I like them. So yes.
Can you please give us a brief history, about Mopani worms?
Yes, so what I'm going to do is, I just want to get our polenta cooking, and then
no
I will tell you when we do that. So I've just got some boiling water here and a bit of polenta. So I just take my water off the boil when I add this, and I just add it slowly. So then I eliminate having lumps. And I'm not going to go too thick. So we want a bit of a creamy finish to this. And I just want to add a good
amount of salt.
Pinch of salt. Yeah, because we're not really seasoning that with other than the seasoned flour that's going on there. So
I see.
So there we go. We're going to just let this work its way through for a few minutes. And so Mopani worms is actually a much bigger economy than I even realized. It's indigenous to the southern parts of Africa, the southern countries, Zambia, Zimbabwe, South Africa. And they reckon close to 9 billion of the larvae is harvested annually. And it's all in this Mopani woodlands, which they call it. And most of that, it's almost an $80 million economy.
What?
And most of that actually goes back to the harvesting or the producers, which is women and children from the poorer rural communities. So it's actually got a very nice story to it as well. Other than that, it's a great source of protein. It's a much higher protein ratio than even beef. It's got iron, calcium. So yes, it's actually a very nice dish to play with.
Above and beyond being tasty, it's very nutritious as well.
Yes.
All right, so I want to ask, what's the difference between, you said, polenta and ipap?
So there's a lot of people that's going to hate me when I say this, but it's polenta is Italian pap.
Oh, that's what it
Well,
is.
at least I always say that. The Italians don't always like that. It's really just the yellow form of pap. But we try and play with this. We cook this dish with grilled pap as well, so you can substitute it with your own maize at home. It doesn't have to be the polenta. But it's sort of a nice color, just gives a bit of extra zhuzh to the dish.
It really does,
Yeah.
and I can't wait to actually taste, but first we need to prepare our Mopani worms. How do you serve your Mopani worms?
So they come dried. Once they're harvested, someone has the unfortunate job of actually squeezing the guts out.
Oh no!
I know you're about to taste this. Then it gets sun-dried, and then they last obviously then long because it's a dried commodity. Then what you do is you soak them in a bit of water for about half an hour or so, just to revive them a little bit. And then what we're going to do is there's ways of cooking it, whether you do it in a stew or you can do it a crisp as a snack.
Okay.
So what we've decided for here is we do a nice seasoned breading, like a nice flour mix. We just give it a quick coat and then we are going to fry them. So we like that bit of a crispiness to it.
Okay.
And it's also, I think, easier to eat
When it's crispy.
when it's crispy, when you're still getting used to it. So
Look at that. Let's have a good smell. So you just fry it like you making fries.
yes,
Little snacks.
same sort of process. Yeah. So this is actually a very traditional way to eat this is a crispy mupani worm with beer, like bar snacks.
Really?
Yes.
So it's just a snack.
You get guys, I've had guys here that told us, listen, just give us a whole bowl of crispy mupanis and a beer, and we're
That's
happy.
it. We'll be happy.
Yes.
One interesting fact, though, Chef Lian, is that I thought it's worms because it's mopani worms, but technically it's caterpillars.
Yes. So this is actually a caterpillar from the emperor moth, and you know it's they normally harvest it in those months up to sort of where the rainy season or just after the rainy season, those few weeks. And yes, it turns into this gigantic emperor moth after pupation. So yes, it is actually a caterpillar, but you must just think of it as a nice snack.
A delicacy.
A
Okay,
delicacy.
before I taste, I just briefly want to ask about the Afro-fusion approach to the restaurant. And
Yes.
also, may I please have that plate, Chef Lian, before, so that I can just...
Yes.
My mouth is watering
So
already.
do you want to quickly taste some?
Yes, please.
So let's, if I had to dish, so the Afro-fusion approach that we want to do is to do approach incorporating all the African flavors. So I've got, for example, some harissa sauce here, which is a Tunisian sauce. Lots of flavors like caraway and garlic and bell peppers and chili.
So it's a hot sauce.
Not hot, but it's got a bit of spiciness to it. And then if you want to quickly taste one of these mupanis with me.
Even
There
when
we
you're
go.
dishing them out, you can just hear the crisps going...
Yes. You want to... Well, it's going to be hot, obviously, but
Cheers.
it's delicious. And if you
I have to say it's an acquired taste. Maybe if I taste again, I'll get used to it, but they are crispy. Truly love them.
you should taste them with a little bit of that
A
sauce.
little bit of that sauce.
It's-
Well, I'm enjoying these mopani worms, everybody. Listen,
There
maybe
we
you
go.
should do yourselves a favor. Make these yourselves, but I don't think anyone can make them the way that Chef Lian here at the Neck and Deck restaurant can make them. So you better come experience it yourself.
Well done. There we go. On your first mupani.
The sauce is amazing.